Hi guys, Strange FX here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to take a look at a very interesting subject, how to actually trade or use the MMC footprint strategy when trading the volatilities, right? The VIX assets, right, guys? So here, as you can see, I already have drawn my support and resistance lines, which is something that I think it's a basic thing that you always learn when you actually join the forex industry. So what you need to do, guys, is actually to draw your support and resistance line on the daily time frame, because as you know, the volatilities, they don't have much data, right? They don't go way back long, like from the 90s and so on. So it is actually better to actually throw support and resistance from the current market structure, right? So you do that, and after that, what you need to do is you actually need to mark, or actually you wait for the market to approach your support or resistance, right? So before you can do anything, like from here, as you can see, let us start from this top here. As you can see, what happened is the market, is it was going up. I was marking all these rejection here, and if you actually go to the 4 hour time frame, you would find that the rejections that are marked, there are blocks there, right? There are blocks there, or there are candlesticks there, right? There are candlesticks there, right? These rejection here, right? Again here, this one is obvious, to so on and so on, right, guys? So what actually you're waiting for is a rejection, right? And after the rejection, you want to find your entry, and have your entry just at that support or resistance, right, guys? You're actually waiting for the market to actually be you're waiting for actually the other traders to be like manipulated. These rejection are manipulations, because you can see here it's some sort of a breakout here. Here it's still a rejection. Here it's some sort of a breakout, as you can see. So what we're actually waiting for is for this breakout to catch the other traders at the wrong side of the market, right? At the wrong side of the market. Here I've fixed this. Here's my resistance here, and you can see this breakout candle, and you mark it, right? That's where you want to enter next, right? So after you have actually seen this rejection here, right? This rejection, what you do is you draw your layer line, right? You draw your layer line at this area. I would have drawn my layer line from here to actually here, because remember, this would have happened, right? Like this, right? I would have drawn my layer line like this, and would have waited for a breakout, right? And remember, like I said, a breakout has to actually take out structure like it did here, right? Pretty much the same thing that we have been doing, right? Or that I've been teaching on this YouTube channel. I won't add anything much, pretty much the same thing. And then what you wait for, guys, is you would wait for the market to come back into that area, right? Or into the support or that resistance, right? Before you take your entry, right? If you are a student of mine or a mentee, you would actually utilize the dynamic footprint here, right, for a proper entry. But again, what you do is from here, you would just enter at that support, or here at the resistance, right, guys? You would enter at the resistance, and you would have your stop loss just above the rejection, right? Your stop loss just above the rejection, and you would actually target this. You would target here. Here is your target, where the first layer line began. That's where your target would be. So guys, that's how you would want to trade your volatilities. But yes, guys, again, remember, we are utilizing the MMC footprint. So because we are in the 4 hour time frame, what we do from here is we would go to the 1 hour time frame and mark our leveraging lines, right? The areas where we would want to leverage, actually it's this area here, the areas where we would want to leverage, right? So here I would mark these areas here, This is my first leveraging area here. I would wanna leverage here, here. I would wanna leverage here. Actually, I'm marking all the candlestick that are made a high or made a swing point. All the candlestick that made a swing point, I'm pretty much marking them, right? So this one again, I would also mark this one here. I would also mark this one here. Even this one, let me use a horizontal line. I'd mark this one here, right? So I'd mark these points here, right? I won't go as deep as the other time frames. So again, you would go to the 15 minutes time frame. Remember the footprint codes that are there, right? The footprint codes that say when you actually use the daily time frame, you would actually leverage on the 4 hour. When you've used the 4 hour, you'd leverage on the 1 hour. When you've used the 1 hour, on the 15 minutes. And since I've used the 1 hour to draw my leveraging lines, I would actually come to leverage on the 15 minutes, right? So here I would fix this to here, right? So what's next? From here, you are looking for hidden divergence at these areas, right? So you would look for hidden divergence here and the last high. You can either choose this one, this was the last high, or this one, right? Any that is actually convenient for you. So you can see that already there is hidden divergence here. You would leverage at this area, you would start leveraging. So, and if you are some sort of an aggressive person, you can do the same thing. You can go to the 5 minutes time frame and actually mark your leveraging lines here, which is you would have marked your lines from here. This one is the one that made that swing points from here to here, right? And you would have leveraged here. You would have leveraged again in this one. It made a swing point here, right? You would have leveraged again where here you would have wanted to leverage here, right? Here. So since it did something like this, you would have wanted to leverage here, right here. And again you would have wanted to leverage here at this area, and again yeah, pretty much there, right guys? So you start checking your hidden divergence and leveraging to the downside, guys. So remember, the key point here is actually waiting for a break either to the upside or to the downside, right? Or a manipulation. So it depends on the daily time frame, so that you can actually be able to catch that it's actually a false, it's a false breakout, right? So once you mark it on the daily time frame, you would see these rejection points and you mark them. That's where you would wanna enter when the market gets there, and then you check your hidden divergence. If you are familiar with the whole footprint strategy, that's when you would go dynamic here, right? So guys, thank you so much. Remember, this strategy applies on all the VIX assets, right? All the VIX assets excluding the crash and boom assets, right? Because if like you wanna go like dynamic in the crash and boom assets and go on to the 5 minutes time frame, you would find this on the stochastic, right? You would find the overlaps, some sort of overlaps, right, which are actually quite impossible to trade, especially even if you go even to the one minute time frame. You will find some overlaps. So it is some sort of something like this. So actually, even though it applies everywhere, it is not good for it. It is not good for the one for the boom and crash assets. I think I will load a video that would actually talk about how we trade the MMC footprint on the using or on the other assets like the boom and crash assets. Thank you so much. Remember, this is the part one. I think I will get deep into this series from next week. I'll send 2 videos that will talk about how to trade the volatility indices using the MMC footprint strategy. Anyways, thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe on my channel, and see you next Saturday, guys. Next Friday actually. Thank you so much.